Hey, Bill, welcome back.
Travis, you doing all right, man?
I'm doing good. Another edition of Build Your Legacy Insurance Edition podcast here today. So, wanted to get together here today, talking about who should start an agency. I think, everybody knows we work with startup agencies out there. Kind of wanted to give some ideas to people of who should be looking or who should consider starting an independent agency.
Yeah, or some maybe we've had in the past.
Yeah. Some examples, right? Some other, hopefully we got some other people outside of the insurance industry tuning in, and this could sort of help spark some ideas in their brain as well.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
So let's start there, and we'll start low hanging fruit, right? I mean, naturally, producers, at independent agencies,
Somebody in the property casualty industry already.
Yeah, that can be a producer, can be a direct writer.
That's right.
Captive agent. You name it, right?
Yeah,
Somebody who's already there.
We've seen all of those. We've seen people that just wanted more.
Yeah.
So whether it was a producer, a direct writer, a captive, we've seen them all.
Yeah, I'd say that's the easy transition. That's the one I'm sure everybody kind of knows about. But then, I think there's some other, potential, startups out there. I think we've worked with life insurance agents.
Yeah, so if we get outside the property and casualty world, to your point, is we've seen some group benefits agencies only that just focus on nothing but group benefits and said, hey, now we need to diversify.
Yep.
Like you said, they're already in the insurance business. They're just trying to diversify inside the insurance industry.
It's kind of similar to the transitioning from personal to commercial in some ways.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Financial planners.
Yep.
We've seen that be a big piece because it's part of what they're doing already. They want to bring it in-house.
Yep.
Right. And then I'd say, car dealers, real estate agents, mortgage brokers.
Yeah. There's all those we've looked at and we've helped.
Yep.
In some cases, I will say the difference on some of them have been they've hired somebody with experience. So they've taken their established business and going, now I really need to diversify and go to a different business altogether. So to your point, real estate, car dealers, mortgage brokers, they probably aren't going to give up doing what they're already doing.
Yeah.
The question is, can they do both, or do they really need to go hire somebody?
And I would say in my 8 going on 9 years of doing this, if you're really good at something like health insurance or selling cars or, being a real estate agent, you're probably going to have more success if you can hire that quote unquote face of the franchise to lead the insurance industry than trying to do it all yourself, because you get stretched too thin.
Yeah.
Right. Not saying that you can't do it, right? It's your choice.
Yeah, we've seen it done.
We've seen it done. We've seen it be successful. But historically, where I see the most success is those people, which they are there and they kind of hire somebody to lead that division.
Yeah, it would just take the learning curve if they're still doing mortgages or selling real estate is now all of a sudden they've got to take time away from family and friends to start studying and learning a different industry.
Yeah. Not saying this is wrong, right? But it's very easy to kind of run into some, I'd say, obstacles in doing that and just divert back to what you've always done.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Well, if it gets tough, you're going to go back to what you've always done to make your money.
Yeah, exactly. The other one that I've seen a lot, and something that, hey, we've talked about these other people that are kind of outside of the industry. We're seeing business owners, small business owners, entrepreneurs get into the insurance industry. I've seen them get into the insurance industry.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's partner driven, right? They've got that relationship with an agent who works for a large broker or another independent. And they're in some ways starting an agency for themselves, but also trying to help that agent come out and sort of hang their shingle.
Do it on their own. Yeah. So it's a combination of both, right? It's where you said it's the producer that's, tying into a small business or a big business.
Yeah, it could be either, right?
We've seen that too.
It's paying a lot of premiums, right?
And they look at it going, well, that would help jumpstart an agency for this producer that's looking to do it. So
exactly.
Yeah, we absolutely have seen that.
Yeah. And so, I say that for that, some of our agents, look for a partnership.
Yeah.
Right?
You hit it there.
Yeah.
Look for that relationship partner.
Look for that relationship that you could kind of do it in tandem with, and it's a win-win for both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's some of these could be independent, to your point, is they could be a producer starting on their own, or it could be in partnership. The producer goes to find the business owner, they come together and they work together. Or a real estate agent with producer. So it could be one or both.
Yeah, we've seen it done multiple ways. And so it's just kind of one of those things to put out there so that everybody, that and kind of, hey, if you're in the position, maybe it's something you should really consider.
Absolutely.
So,
cool. Yeah, I don't think it limits anybody, but it definitely just gives people different ideas of
Yeah.
who we have seen at least in the industry, whether they're partnered with us or just we've seen them in the industry.
Yeah, yeah, and I would say, what's beautiful about our industry is that residual income, right? And so for people who are looking to diversify and create different streams that might not necessarily be in the industry today, hey, it's still a great opportunity for you.
Absolutely. Cool.
All right. Well, we'll get back at it again here soon, but always good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
All right, man.
All right.
See you guys.
See you. Thanks for tuning in. You can catch our Build Your Legacy Insurance Edition podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, or send us over a topic recommendation at podcast@siaofnc.com. If you're interested in learning more about what we do, visit us online at www.siaofnc.com. We hope you enjoyed our newest episode. See you next week.